Thanks for staying tuned. Welcome back. Now, what has happened to some of those people we saw much earlier on in the first couple of days of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, who had to flee Ukraine because they were there for particular reasons? They weren't citizens, they were residents there for a time, some of them Nigerians, and quite a number of them returned to the country. Others went elsewhere. Well, one of them joins me this morning. Bisola Ogolowa is a returnee from Ukraine, a medical student who fled from the war and has in fact had to flee wars even before this very latest one. And she is in the Netherlands, from where she joins us this morning. Good morning, Bisola. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
Well, you've
Thank
had
you for
quite,
inviting me.
yeah, you've had quite a journey. How did you end up in the Netherlands in the first place?
From Germany, I came to the Netherlands. So from Hungary to Germany and then Netherlands.
That's why I said you've had quite a journey. You went from Ukraine to to Hungary and then to Germany and then now in the Netherlands. Are you hoping to
Yeah.
stay in the Netherlands for quite a bit?
Yes. We got accommodation from the organizations here. So and then we have our stay. Like they give you a BSN number, which permits you to stay as long as possible, right? As long as you can. So yes, and yes. So
What have you been doing since all of this settled? Are you going on with schooling, and if so, how?
well, honestly, I'm still trying to settle down, right? I'm still trying to settle down, honestly, because there's a lot of things to settle, and classes in Ukraine are online, right? Everywhere it's online, so everyone is still back in school, but it's just that it's online. Yeah.
Are you able to do that conveniently? How are you overcoming things like the language barrier? Because, I mean, the language spoken in Ukraine is not the one you're speaking in the Netherlands, is it? How are you making the cultural adjustments?
Yeah, well, in the Netherlands, a lot of them speak English, which is far more than Germany, right? So a lot of them in the Netherlands speak English. So I just go ahead and speak English.
Okay,
But
so you're
yeah,
not
but
you're not even trying to learn. You're not even trying to learn the local language yet.
well, they are yet to arrange because they had to arrange a Dutch class. 'Cause they speak Dutch here, Dutch class for us because it's actually necessary. Like you have to know the at least little things, little things like good morning or stuff like that, so you can be able to adjust more, right? Yeah.
How have you been able to keep in touch with others who left Ukraine at about the same time that you did, but are not with you right now in the Netherlands? Those who went elsewhere and those who, for example, returned to Nigeria. How easy has it been to communicate with them? And then, of course, with your family, who I'm sure will be trying to monitor your movement and ensure your safety.
Yeah, okay, this whole thing at first it was really, a lot of things. Yeah, but as time went on, right now it's easier, right? I still communicate with a lot of my friends. Some of them are, in fact, all of them are in different parts of this world. Some of them are in Portugal, some of them are in Germany, in Netherlands here, I have some of them, and also in Nigeria, of course. So I try to keep in touch with all of them because, you have to be updated. New informations are coming out every day, every second. So you really, really have to be updated, top notch of the news, right? So you don't miss out on whatever opportunities are there because really we are still looking for opportunities. We're not just being settled in okay, Ukraine is having but doing online classes, right? We still have to look for better opportunities, right? So we have to be informed every time. So I keep in touch with every one of them.
What are you hearing and what are you experiencing in terms of as you mentioned now you talk about information are you getting any kind of help from or any kind of information from the Nigerian authorities, for example, the Nigerian mission in the Netherlands, or when you were in Germany or in Hungary, or even now that you're trying to settle down? Is there anybody monitoring your progress and trying to ensure that you're treated properly and that you're put through the paces properly without you running into any kind of trouble?
Well, as for Nigeria, the only thing that I know that they really did was the free flights, right? So, but recently I got this group for Nigerians, different states, right, on Telegram, and they were like, they were giving financial support, right? We should fill a form on internet, online, and fill our bank statement and all that. I did all that, but I haven't received any reply whatsoever from there. The only thing I got initially was to join the group and then go on the website and fill the information. But as of that, as a follow up, I haven't got anything. So I really don't know what the Nigerian government is doing, right? I really, yeah. If it's every other government aside Nigerian, yes, they're really doing a lot, right? They're accommodating us, they're giving us literally like everything is free. Everything is mostly free here, right? Like accommodation is free, transport is free. What do you call, you have your medical insurance, and yeah. And the only thing is that as time goes on, obviously, we know that these things are going to be reducing, right? So that's why we have to be informed, because you don't want to go to a boss, say, "Oh, I'm from Ukraine." You expect it to be free, and meanwhile, they stop the free bus ticket. So yeah.
I must, of course, ask you how long are you hoping that you can stay, for example, in the Netherlands, and what are your immediate goals? Is it to complete your studies, and when you do that, perhaps you then look for other opportunities, or are you even right now as we speak looking for opportunities for more stable place or places where you can be, especially in light of what you said, where you said is you expect that all the help you are getting will not last forever, and that at some point some of it will start to be drawn back?
Yeah, of course, I do have plans. I'm still searching for more opportunities, right? Because initially, even as of now, a lot of the opportunities they're really giving for free tuition, like scholarship, is for summer period, right? Even in US, right? Some schools, online, on the news, they were like, US are offering you students from Ukraine free tuition, blah blah blah. And sorry about that. And when I sent an email, when I communicated with them, it was just for the summer, right? So like for me, I'll say for myself, for me as a medical student, right, in my fourth year, I'm not just looking for a summer plan, right? I'm looking for something that is prolonged, something that is I'm going to finish my medical degree, because I've been on this journey for quite a while. So I don't want to settle for something that is just temporary, right? I want to settle for something that is permanent. So I still have plans. I'm still looking for opportunities, and that would take me the long run, right? Yeah.
Are you under any pressure? Because as I'm looking at you now, I'm just wondering, are you under any pressure from the family to consider coming back home? Because they're probably very, very worried at all your movement in the last couple of weeks.
Well, I'm not under any pressure, to be honest, coming back home. In fact, initially, I didn't want to go back home. I didn't want to go back home, and everybody was okay with it, right? My mom was okay with it because, like you said at first, this is my second time leaving Ukraine. So as of 2014, I had to leave Ukraine because of the war thingy, and then I got an opportunity somewhere else anyway. So I was like, okay, why do I have to stay in Ukraine because of the war? Why can't I leave, since I had a opportunity, right? So, but this time around, I was like, I wasn't gonna leave again, because I already left the first time, right? I wasn't gonna leave again this time around, because I wanted to finish my medical degree, because like I said, it's been a long run. So kind of tired of still being here, right? I want to finish. So initially I didn't want to leave when the whole war, everybody was talking about the war was going to start and all that stuff like that. We didn't believe that it was going to get to this. It was even going to get as close to this extent, right? Everybody, because as of 2014, this whole war stuff started, but it wasn't nearly bad as this, right? So we're thinking that it was just going to be like that, and I didn't want to leave at all, but well, as time went on, it was really unthinkable, like bad. So I had to leave. And yeah, so going back to Nigeria is not really, it's not an option for me because I'm looking, what are the opportunities for me if I go back to Nigeria, right? What are the opportunities for me? Right. If I go back to Nigeria, my first goal is to finish my medical degree. And quite all right, Ukraine are having online classes, but we really don't know the future of Ukraine as of right now. You know, yesterday, Zaporozhye, which was my city, my former city, and close to the city that I currently stayed before I left Ukraine, there was a missile hit in one of the complex stores there. And, you know, we were thinking that it was reducing, but having to hear of the news of that hit yesterday, I'm thinking, what is going on? We thought it was getting like at least getting a little better, but we don't know the future of Ukraine right now. So I can't just depend on my online classes, right? And say I want to go back to Nigeria. Like I'm thinking about, you know, something better.
Obviously, and one can always we'll keep in touch with you and monitor your progress, Bisola. But for now, I think it's just enough to wish you the very best of luck, and please keep stay safe out there as you go about it. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Bisola Ogoluwa.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.